Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw from. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down.
Here's Fromm to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. He'll take his shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Patriots nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rodgers on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd and 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Fromm. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Number 83.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead.
14. Patriots nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mariota to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 50-yard line.
Mariota now from the 50. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. there's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They get the former first overall selection, Eric Fisher. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it with Johnson. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Fromm. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots nothing.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
3-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Jets.
1st and 10 from. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's from. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Play action, it's from. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them.
There he goes, right side. 20. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
A big run there by Johnson for 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up
on second down now. It's Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Jets 28, Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check Mike 54. 3. And what's the leg? Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And his throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 1. Get that ball.
To the air again, Mariota. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Tight go. Kill. Check 9. Check 31. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check 99. Check 1.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Is good.
Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota now to throw on first down. Completion here to Claypool. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down.
That's good for 28 yards.
The 21-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. They'll throw again. Mariota. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The 9-yard line.
Mariota again. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, keep it up. 54 is Mike. Check, watch the
3rd and goal, Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Keep going. Keep
Still
running,
going
man.
inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Play action now. Mariota able to find Waller. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They go to Johnson again. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing is from into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Reception here by Ruggs. That catch good for only a couple. Final minute now of the third quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 8 yards to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back now in Foxborough. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Jets 35, Patriots 24.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. shotgun. Here's Fromm. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's Fromm to throw. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great...
Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
A first down throw for Mariota, and he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
2nd and 2.
From the gun, Mariota. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Mariota's pass complete to Chase Claypool. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And it's 3rd down. Tonight's final score, Jets.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.